Hi everyone, welcome to another Mindful Monday. Now I said that I wasn't going to come on and make a video for this week, but I really felt prompted that I really needed to. And like it usually happens, I have select topics that come to me that I feel that people need to hear about for this time that they might be struggling with. And so I have seen something coming up over and over, and I thought I really do need to make a video on it. So here I am, despite the fact that I said that I would take a Monday off. Also, I heard a really great video that one of my colleagues had posted, and it really spoke to me because the video was talking about showing up consistently regardless of what's going on around you. So I thought that fit in really well with what I wanted to talk about today, because sometimes life is tough and we are not guaranteed that it's going to be easy, and there are complications and troubles along the way. When this happens, it's really important to remain in the perspective that this is normal, and that difficult things are going to happen, and resist that temptation to look around and think, oh, it looks like only difficult things happen to me and others aren't going through it. Because the truth is that everybody at some season in their life is going to face difficulties. And how we handle it is really key. It's really important because one, learning to cope and how to handle it through it, but then also learning and growing from it. And it's in those opportunities where we are faced with adversities and difficulties that challenge us at our core, challenge what we believe about ourselves, and therefore what we believe about others. So it's really important to keep all of these in mind, because in these adversities, these things that come up that might agitate us, question what we really believe about ourselves and how we view life and our expectations of ourselves, of others, of life goals and things like that. So know that if you find yourself in a rut and you're feeling like you're frustrated and things seem out of control and you're getting agitated, then there is a good likelihood that what's really bothering you is the fear of not being in control. And that can be something that you can learn to work on. If you find that you're looking at others around you and you're wondering how come they're not going through what I'm going through, and it looks like it's easier for them and it's harder for me, recognize that every person has a difficult season. Sometimes people are going through things that you don't even know. Just because someone is standing around smiling does not mean that all is well in their world. In fact, most people are struggling with something or some area in their life at any given time. So I just wanted to encourage you today that if any of this applies to you, to really take that brave step and look at yourself. Look at what is it that's really bothering me in this scenario. It's astounding what we'll discover about ourselves. It really is. On the flip side, if you find yourself in a position that is difficult, or you've had a hard day, and someone really got under your skin, a situation really got to you, the question then remains, what do I believe this situation says about who I am? Because that's ultimately what it comes down to. Am I afraid of rejection? Am I afraid of how people look at me? Am I afraid that I will not be accepted by my loved ones if they know what I'm really like and what I struggle with? Oftentimes, people that we encounter that might give us a hard time, or you might have some difficulty with, it usually points to two things. One, maybe they've just had a bad day and they're taking out their frustrations. It's wrong, but it happens, and none of us are perfect. But secondly, it is a direct reflection of how they view themselves. So if you're encountering somebody that is critical of you, can't find anything right that you do, not happy about anything, this is a real chance to have a mental shift, because this means that they're not happy with anything that they do. They're not happy with anything that they are themselves. And once we can make the shift and realize that they are in fact projecting that image onto you, you move from getting really upset or feeling rejected to feeling really sad for them that, that this is what they feel about their lives, because I can guarantee you it started somewhere. It started maybe in their childhood, some kind of wrong belief came in, and so they feel like they need to perform to be accepted, and therefore you need to too. So be careful of that. Be careful of other people putting labels on you, telling you what you need to do in order to be accepted, what you need to do in order for people to love you, in what you need to do because that's something that they need to be doing, but they want you to do it too. We have to be careful about imposing our convictions upon other people. What's right, what's best for the goose isn't always great for the gander, And so each of us has our own path to walk. Each of us has our own journeys. Each of us has our own struggles, and it's important to excel in handling our own and putting up those boundaries and recognizing that this is mine and I should not be putting it on you. I'm having the hard time, and be brave. Or the opposite, that is yours and I'm not going to allow you to just dump it on me. It might be uncomfortable. I might be struggling in your presence, but you know what? I'm not going to allow it. And if I need a break, take one, guys. Have a great long weekend. Hope you have a great week, and until next week.